Dan Moskal here, and we are looking at some email marketing. And what we're going to do specifically is add a message to our email marketing follow-up sequence or our campaign. And this message is designed to drive traffic to a recent video that we created just today. We're going to actually stick in some images along with putting in the actual URL address and making some text links, and then we're going to look at it. So let me go ahead and show you. We are a huge fan of Aweber when it comes to email marketing. We've tried a few other services, and I'm sure there's some other good ones, but we like Aweber the most. Aweber seems to be the easiest and simplest and most convenient when it comes to kind of a lot of the customizations and testing some things. But this is our first message. So we're working on this website, and here you can see our web form. We are offering a free report, the 7 super simple steps to clean your credit. So when folks sign up, the very first message, and it gets sent immediately, is your message, the 7 super simple steps, your free report. And we attached it as a PDF. And so this is going to be the next message, and we're going to have this sent one day after this first free report message. And we're just going to click create a follow-up. And what I like to do, and what I encourage you to do, is actually write your message in a notepad or a word processing interface. Like we wrote ours here in the text. It's just like Notepad, and then we also went and formatted it and took it down. Right now it says rich text, but we took it and made it a plain text. Because what we're going to do is copy it, and we're going to actually go ahead and we're going to use a left align for our template. We're going to actually go ahead and save a template with this one. But what we do, and what we think is the best way of going about this, is to actually paste in your message. So this is what we want to send folks, and what we want to do is actually copy all this stuff, highlight it, and then from here we're going to kind of format it and change the text, and we're going to send it as we'll send it as Arial, and we'll send it as 15-point text. So this video, check out today's YouTube video covering what is bad credit. We're going to take this, what is bad credit, and we'll underline it and italicize it, and then here we're going to go ahead and add these as bullet points. Discover what a bad credit score is in our new economy. Well, we're going to make this a bullet as well. Get the 2 weapons to fight and remove bad credit from your credit reports. And then these last 2 we'll probably make these last 2 bullet points also. But you can see a lot of this stuff is right up here. And we're going to actually go ahead and italicize these 3 things. And then what we're going to actually do instead is, did you know, we're going to bold and italicize that. Did you know, according to one study, almost 4 out of 5 credit reports contain an error. Don't just live with bad credit. Take action today to protect yourself. So here's the actual YouTube link. And what we're going to do is copy this. And we're also going to make it a real link. And that's just by pressing this little, it kind of looks like a paperclip sign. So that edits, and that makes it a link. We're also going to take this click here and go now, and we're going to make that a link. So we're going to paste in our YouTube channel, or YouTube, whatever you want to call it, and then we're going to also go ahead and just do it here. Click here and go now, down at the bottom as well. And make sure you test these messages before you just send them out. And testing them, you can just click this test button, and make sure to take a look at it in your mobile phone as well. Many folks are using their mobile phone these days to look at email. And we're also going to go ahead and link the very bottom just to our regular website. And sometimes, I'm not sure if it's just me, but sometimes it'll change the actual font style, and you just have to, when you make it a link. So we're going to go back and just make it Arial and 15. So it looks right. And the other thing we're actually going to go ahead and do in this message, we're going to say subscribe to our YouTube channel, connect with us on Google Plus and Facebook, and we're going to go ahead and link all those things as well. And we're going to see how that works. We have yet to really use this when it comes to email marketing, the connect with us stuff. We've put it in some other ways, but we're going to try this and we'll let you know. So make sure you subscribe to Dan Moskal's YouTube channel and find out how this works for us. Because who knows, it may be a very effective way of going about it. Only one way to find out. And then we'll also do that right there. And if you have the URL, you can just click the link and it'll kind of link it automatically. So we're going to highlight all this and just change the font to Arial and 15. And we really could do some other things, but we're just going to keep this relatively simple. You know, it's pretty plain, pretty easy. Make sure that you also send a plain text. Leave this box checks plain text. We can preview that plain text, but the plain text just kind of removes all the, well, we're going to go and just put images in here in just a second, but it removes all the highlighting, all the bold, and you can kind of see there isn't a space. Maybe you can't really see it, but there isn't a space between those. So we're going to click back to the editor, and we're just going to add a space in here. And now what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and just put one image in directly at the bottom of this, because it's not a really big message, you know. Maybe. Strange that may actually need to make another video here to I don't know why that's not showing up. There's it should be right here. We should be able to just drag and drop this. Maybe we need to put it in, I'm sorry, we actually do need to put it in at the bottom. So what we're going to do, we'll go ahead and do the subject. We'll just go ahead and test this. There's another video here on my YouTube channel, and if you want, I'll go ahead and go back and add images. But what we want to do, let's see if we can get it here. We want these things right here to pop back up. That's really strange. So anyways, we'll go ahead and, what is bad credit really? And we're going to actually go ahead and put YouTube video just like that. We'll see how that does. Make sure you test all these things very often and very frequently. You'll be surprised. Some things will work a lot better, and some things that you think will work perfectly won't work quite as well. It's just part of the process of figuring all this stuff out. So let's go ahead and we'll just send our test and we'll see how it looks. This gives us another kind of preview of it. And I do strongly encourage you to check and make sure that your links are all working. So what we're going to do is click send test. We're going to send it to our email address. Now it should, alright, it came up automatically or already. What is bad credit really? YouTube video. Check out today's YouTube video. And one of the neat things about folks using Gmail with this is the YouTube video will show up automatically. It's going to show up right down there at the bottom if they're using Gmail, which is very neat. And let's go ahead and just check that and make sure, yeah, so it is working. Whoops. Even if we're not working real well. But that is working. And then let's go ahead and check our Facebook link. That's working. And then let's check our Google Plus link. That's working. Let's check. There's our YouTube channel. But make sure to go ahead and go through, spend the time to make sure your links are all working right. And we could actually remove that space, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and save this. And I believe Aweber just changed their interface recently, so we're going to just click next. Awesome. So here we can go ahead and schedule it. Last time we weren't able to schedule it, but we're going to say 1 day after the previous message. And then the send window, we're going to go ahead and turn this on, and we're going to click every single day, but we only want to send this message at certain times during the day. And one of those times we're going to do from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. So we're going to click send messages based on each subscriber's local time. So if they were, in California, we're on the East Coast here, but if somebody on our list was in California, then they would get it between 9 a.m. and 12 noon instead of our on the East Coast 9 a.m. and 12 noon. And then you can also click this apply these days and times to all messages, and we're going to go ahead and click that because we have found that this is one of the better times to send credit related information. I mean, test this stuff and see what works the best. But we're going to click save and exit. If you put 0 days after the previous, they'll send 2 messages immediately. So this is 1 day after the previous message. So once people get this one, the next day they'll get a email saying, what is bad credit really? YouTube video, go check it out, etc., etc. And let me go ahead and just add these images. This is one of the kind of techie aspects, I guess you could say, when it comes to adding an image, because what we're going to have to do is actually highlight all this stuff, and we're going to go ahead and do it since we said we would initially, but we're going to highlight all this stuff. We're going to cut it, then we're going to bring this all the way up, and we're going to change that in just a second. But first thing we want to do is actually add another paragraph underneath it, underneath the image. I think we could have done a paragraph or an article. You can do whatever you choose, but what we're going to do here is just put in everything we just had. Your pal Dan Willis, etc., etc., etc. Check us out. And you may need to check these things too, just to make sure that it's all working properly. And with this, we want to actually align it to the left. Actually, we're going to do the center so that shows up directly below it. And we're going to browse our image gallery. We save this image as bad credit video image. Sorry. Upload a file. Bad credit video image. We're going to click open. This is just the image, and what we want to do is actually link the image over. So the link is going to be this right here. So we're going to copy this again. We're going to click on this. Now image link. We don't want it to go to our website. We want it to actually go to the YouTube video player. And make sure you also check these too, but that'll take it to the YouTube video player. So that looks a little bit better. Check out today's YouTube video, blah, 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 blah. Click on the video. That'll take you over to the YouTube channel, and then you can check out our other stuff. And there's a few other things we can do, and there's some other ways to go about this. But one of the things we're going to do is just click save, and we're going to test it again and just take a look at it and just make sure that it is all proper before we go ahead and send it. Don't stress any mistakes. If you make any mistakes, it's really not that big of a deal. Try to avoid it, obviously, but mistakes do happen. That's part of life. And you can also grab some more from me, Dan Moskal. I just published our most recent book. It's Email Marketing That Works So You Don't Have To. We actually ran a DirecTV television commercial airing on ESPN, VH1, Comedy Central, a whole bunch of other stations a whole bunch of times, where we used primarily email marketing to monetize that traffic. We're going to put a link in below to this book, and we're also going to put a link in below to get some more email marketing best practices for content in your message. That's at our website, danmoskaluniversity.com. And for a limited time, if you visit our website and sign up for our free newsletter, we are going to give you a free copy of that book, Email Marketing That Works So You Don't Have To. Again, that's not going to last forever, so go now and visit danmoskaluniversity.com, sign up for our free newsletter, and we're going to give you a free copy of it. You can also find our other 2 books, How to Create a Website Easy Button, SEO Training Manual, over at Amazon. We're also in Barnes & Noble. We're also at iTunes. We're also at a number of other online publishing platforms, and we're also available in the audio form. That's a really neat feature that I really recommend. But over at iTunes, you can get our book just in the audio form, which is really cool and does work. So if you have any specific questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below. Please have a great night. Please like this video. Please share it with your friends, family, and colleagues. And please visit danmoscowuniversity.com. Sign up for our newsletter. We'll give you this book for free for a limited time. If you happen to miss this, we're currently working on our fourth book, Affiliate Marketing, which has got us started way back in 2006 and provided an affluent income for us since then. And it's really a effective way to earn money online, along with many other tools to use. So please have a great afternoon, night, or morning, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you again soon. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you get some more updates. Have a wonderful afternoon. Talk to you soon.